Paper Slide by Saeda Husseins. Mary Shelley's Frankenstein. Overview of my paper slide. First, I will do the summary, the critical analysis, universal truth, unique reasoning. Let's begin. Firstly, the summary. One day, Robert Walton, the captain of a ship, encountered Victor Frankenstein on his way to the North Pole. Victor began telling him about his life, of how he goes to the University of Ingolstadt, and he met Elizabeth, and he's in love with chemistry and physics. While in Ingolstadt, Victor Frankenstein fell in love with science to the point where he started thinking about life. That's when he decided to put a bunch of body parts together and create Frankenstein. The monster. The monster, after Victor created the monster, he left him and the monster was alone. Therefore, the monster went to a cabin and started watching a family, and that's where he learned basic things such as ABC, letters, numbers, and such. The monster's so angry with Victor, decided that because he's so lonely and sad, that Victor must create him a bride or another monster. Victor agreed on it, but when creating her, he started to think of things and decided to kill her. So the monster's so mad at Frankenstein, he said, "I'll come for you on your wedding night," because he took the one thing that meant the most to him, and that was the lady. Shortly after, Frankenstein decided to get married to Elizabeth, and on their wedding night, Frankenstein hid Elizabeth because he thought that the monster would come for him. Shortly to find out that his wife Elizabeth started to scream, then he realized that the monster would come for her. So the monster killed Elizabeth, and Frankenstein, so angry, said, "I will kill him if it's the last thing I do." That's when he went on his journey to the north, and he went on a search for the monster. That's when he encountered Walton. While there, he died of his illness, and on his deathbed, the monster, went to his deathbed and started to cry because he felt so guilty and so hurt about what happened. The monster then decided to go to the north himself and wait for his death. The critical analysis. Scholar Colleen Bentley states, "The monster intelligence begins in a natural environment in the forest near Ingolstadt. It is here that the creature experiences his first sensations of pleasure and pain, heat, cold, and hunger." There is no difference between the monster and Frankenstein because they both had characteristic traits of humans, but he just looked more human than him. Universal truth. My universal truth is people judge others based on their cover rather than what's on the inside. When the monster was at the cabin, he met a blind man, and in that cabin, the blind man never judged him because he couldn't see him. He just knew what he heard. But when the blind man's family came and saw his face, they decided to run without even giving him a chance to speak. Therefore, it shows my theory that people judge others based on their cover rather than what's on the inside, because the blind man judged him on what's on the inside. Unique reasoning. Today's society is so blinded by what's on the outside, they don't realize the effects that they have on people. Don't judge a book by its cover. You might be surprised on what's in the inside of the book. Thank you.